going to try not to cry telling you this, but not going to happen. So I have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old, and they're both very intense. You know, they are not rule followers. They are not compliant for anything. Like, they don't comply. So I can't say, pick up your shoes, and they'll just go, okay. Or like, it's time to go. And I watch other kids go, okay, mommy. And I'm like, what? My kids don't comply. They are just their own powerful, crazy beings. And of course, they both have ADHD as well. So, and they say whatever they want to say. So I've got a 12-year-old saying, I hate you, you know, stuff like that. She calling us buttholes right now. That's where we're at. So my fight with Galen, or my, confrontation was, you don't hold the line, you don't hold the boundary. Yesterday she called me a butthole and I didn't let her watch TV. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me you want me to get better at boundaries. Got it, I can get better. That's what you got to keep saying. I can get better. I can get better. Yeah, maybe I haven't done that in the past, but I can get better today. So I told Gemma, she's doing her tutoring. I said, Gemma, Dad and I, because she goes, oh, I said, oh yeah, you just hear Dad and I get in an argument? She goes, yeah, with her and her tutor. I said, well, if you love each other, you actually confront issues. So then I said, but Dad's mad at me because he doesn't think I hold a boundary. And she's like, you don't. And I said, well, here's the boundary. If you call me a you're not going to get, or any bad name, you're not getting TV. She's like, okay. And she was better all night. I was like, thank you, Galen. Thank you for the feedback. So the story, to go back to it, is she's filling out applications for schools early this spring. And one of the questions is like, who's your idol? Who do you look up to? And she said, me. And I don't think that we realize our kids, and especially the moms, they're watching us, and they're watching us. They're watching us be professional, and I saw you go. They're watching us chase goals and dreams. Like, my kids are not going to be mistaken about anything is possible. They're not going to be mistaken about you could do hard shit. They're not going to be mistaken about the fact that you can have an epic love story and a business, and they're not going to be confused by that. They're not going to be confused on anything is possible and that you can go live abroad or go to Fiji or whatever. Do I drive a nice car? No, I have a Tesla that's like 8 years old. I wear an Apple Watch. I don't own any, well, shit, I'm wearing Gucci shoes. I think this is the only designer shoes I've ever had for like 8 years. So, but the point is that the kids are gonna see what's possible, and I promise you, a lot of times we hold ourselves back because we're not trying to offend anybody, but go for greatness. You deserve it. And the people around you, when they see you doing hard things, when they see you fail and failing forward, they're learning more from that than if we're tempering every day. Every day we're holding ourselves back saying, I should do this or I shouldn't do that. I'm obligated to do this, I'm obligated to that. It's like, no, decide what you really, really want, build a plan to do it, and adjust constantly on how to do it. And that's the bigger message, because feeling like we're always tempering and I should and I shouldn't, it's not a life of freedom. No, that's not a life of like really showing like you can do what you want to do. So anyway, I'm Gemma's idol and butthole apparently. I'm good? Okay. Thank you.